The story takes place after Asta and the others have just saved the Clover Kingdom when the elf tribe reincarnated. Asta is a young boy from Hage Village, born without magic in a world where magic is everything. His rival Yuno, who also comes from the same place, is a genius mage chosen by the legendary four-leaf clover grimoire. After turning 15 years old, Asta receives a 5-leaf clover grimoire with an anti-magic devil inside it. With it, he joins the Clover Kingdom's Black Bulls squad as a magic knight who aspires to become a wizard king. Conrad Leto, the former predecessor of Julius Nova Chrono and the 27th Wizard King, once commended the respect of people in the Clover Kingdom. However, he unexpectedly turned against the kingdom, so the Magic Knights banded together to defeat him. Julius tries to reason with him and asks him to stand down, but he refuses. He explains how he wanted to create a new world where people respected each other and laughed together as equals. When words are no longer enough, they try to attack him altogether, but Conrad is too strong for them, and he wipes them all out. Julius sneaks up from behind and seals him using time magic. Although he regrets having to seal the Imperial Sword with him, he does not have a choice as he's powerless against Conrad by himself. Conrad swears to return one day and fulfill his mission, claiming that his magic is never giving up on his dream. Years have passed, and the entire Clover Kingdom celebrates the triumph, a grand festival of magic battles that take place every 10 years. Everyone gathered at the arena as they wager on their favorite Magic Knight in a high-stakes match. Magic Knights from the 9 elite squads battle against each other to determine the strongest of them all. It is said that the mage who claims victory here will become the next Wizard King. First up is the fan-favorite Yuno, which would explain why the arena is packed as people worldwide have come to see him fight. When the Black Bulls feel terrible for Asta missing the festival, he suddenly shows up in disguise and enters the arena under the alias of the Masked One. Asta's Demon Slayer sword, known to cut through any magic, quickly reveals his identity. Out of nowhere, Conrad was shown to have returned with 3 other mysterious mages who then used barrier magic to trap everyone in the arena. Trapping everyone in the arena, Conrad drains the magic from everyone inside the barrier and stores it in the Imperial Sword. Julius is shocked to see him and explains that when Licht previously attacked him, Conrad used that chance to break the seal on himself. He worries that Conrad intends to continue where he left off by destroying the Clover Kingdom to create one of his ideals, a nation built on joy and laughter. Accompanying him this time, he reveals to have resurrected 3 Wizard Kings of the past: Edward Avalanche, Princia Funny Bunny, and Jester Garandaros. Edward specializes in ice magic, Princia uses Legion magic, and Jester is a master at barrier magic. Princia quickly uses magic to summon magical chess soldiers to capture the citizens. Asta comes out of hiding, rescues the people, and sends them away to evacuate with the others. Yuno and Noel join the fight, covering Asta's blind side. While Asta distracts the bad guys, Marks, the Wizard's King's advisor, confronts Conrad to help Julius. Conrad easily defeats Marks, who later reveals to have the ability to steal other people's powers with his key magic. Against 3 former Wizard Kings, Asta doesn't stand a chance alone, but the other Black Bulls show up to assist him. When the magic seems one-sided, the Magic Knight's captain shows up and joins their fight. While everyone is engaged in combat, Julius orders Asta to head to the Magic Tool Research Lab of Branch Zero to obtain a special tool they have been developing with Nero for this occasion. Thanks to Finral's spatial magic, Asta, Noel, and Finral head to Branch Zero without delay, while Yami and the other captains keep the former Wizard Kings busy. Although outnumbered, Conrad is unfazed and then uses the Imperial Sword, after amassing a vast amount of magic to channel it into a main vein underneath the arena. He explains how he altered the arena 10 years ago, turning it into a weapon of his design, which quickly rose to the sky to become Triumph, the Flying Fortress. Having made it to Branch Zero, Finral explains that this is a well-kept secret and they can enter only after entering the secret password with their magical power. They're quickly greeted by Branch Coordinator Millie Maxwell, who claims she has already been made aware of the situation. After passing them off to Nero, she led them to an elevator heading to where the secret tool is being kept. Nero explains that Conrad was the previous Wizard King before Julius. who was branded as a traitor after he tried to destroy the kingdom. Based on what she knew then, she claims that Conrad relies on using Else Dosia, the Imperial Sword, to achieve his plans, which were said to have belonged to Lord Lumiere, the first Wizard King. She informs them that Conrad uses key magic, which allows him to create keys that open rifts out of thin air. The magic space behind those doors can absorb anything Conrad wishes. In short, he can steal other people's magic and use it for himself. As they made their way to the lowest level, Noelle was amazed at the level of security they had taken to secure it. Still, when they opened the door, they were shocked to find Conrad already there. Conrad quickly defeats them single-handedly and steals Noelle's magic. He demands they surrender and reveals that the Magic Knights captain at the arena have already been defeated. While Jester protects the arena with barrier magic, Princia uses her Legion magic to summon soldiers to control the people. Asta is furious when he steals Noelle's magic that he gets devil-possessed and attacks him with anti-magic in his black form. Although fascinated with Asta's anti-magic, he refuses to steal it as he worries it may affect his stored magic. He then reveals his master plan to him. Realizing that he shares the same dreams as him, he admits that the Imperial Sword kept the power and wisdom of every Wizard King along with a piece of their souls. With it, he intends to combine the generations of Wizard King's magic with other magic he stole from the arena to create a gargantuan compound magic. He will then drive it into one of the main veins, pulsing throughout the land to kill everyone. He assures him that the Imperial Sword can also store the souls of the departed, to which he will select who are worthy to be reincarnated in his new world. When Conrad extends his hand to offer him a place in his world, Asta gets furious and attacks him. Asta explains that a Wizard King was supposed to protect his people, not kill them for his selfish dreams. When Asta refuses to join him, Conrad unleashes his full power on him, which is too much for Asta to handle. When Conrad's about to deal the finishing blow, Finral shows up and teleports Asta towards him. As Conrad slowly approaches them, Yuno and Millie show up out of nowhere to help them. While Yuno distracts him with wind magic, Millie, Sally, and Nero work together to trap him in sealing magic. Despite being sealed, Conrad was still too powerful for them, and he quickly broke through the barrier. Worried that they don't stand a chance, Yuno suggests they retreat and summon a swift white hawk to escape. Noelle later wakes up in a Golden Dawn emergency shelter where Mimosa is seen tending to the injured. Yuno assures them they will be safe there as it is still under construction, so only a few members know. Although beaten up, Asta musters his strength to stand back up, realizing they only have until dawn to save the Clover Kingdom and its people. Others thought of hiding and escaping to their allies, but Asta appeals to their sense of duty and rallies them together. The door blows out of nowhere, and Marioliona and Captains Vangiance, Charlotte, and Jack show up with other Magic Knights. They explained how they were doing missions when it happened, and it was thanks to Marks and Cobb that they were brought up to speed. Marioliona suggests they break out the Black Bull's base so they can use it to reach the Triumph. Charlotte and Jack quickly took out the soldiers protecting the captured Black Bull's base, while Asta broke through the barrier. They quickly order Henry to channel everyone's power to transform the base into a flying ship. Suspecting that Conrad used the Imperial Sword to revive the former Wizard Kings, they set their sights on destroying it, which only Asta stands a chance against, given his anti-magic. When Princia's summoned soldiers tried to pull the ship down, Charlotte and Jack suggested staying behind to take them out. When a wall of summoned soldiers stands before them, Captain Vangiance joins Charlotte and Jack and creates an opening that they can use to dash toward the Triumph. When they're finally in front of it, Jester shows up with his barriers to stop them. The other Magic Knights step up, hoping to reserve Asta's energy for the final battle. Then they channel their magic into the ship's cannons to break through the barrier. When Princia and Edward show up, Finral and Zorro set a trap to send them away, sending the Black Bull members to confront Edward while Marioliona confronts Princia alone. Asta then uses his sword to break through the barrier, leaving Yuno to confront Jester while Asta faces Conrad. Yuno ambushes Jester with his wind magic, forcing him to use Spirit Dive to combine with the Wind Spirit Sylph. He quickly attacks Jester with his Union magic, but misses him every time. It was later revealed that Yuno's attacks were not random, as he intentionally targeted the captive captains Yami Nozil and Fuegoleon and freed them. While the captains buy time for him to charge up his ultimate attack, Yuno prepares his Spirit of Zephyr and channels all of his magic into a single strike. Although Yuno manages to break through the barrier, Jester continues replenishing his magic from the Imperial Sword, forcing him to use his trump card. Using a combination attack from Yami, Nozil, and Fuegoleon, they break through Jester's indomitable barrier, allowing Yuno to attack him directly with his ultimate attack. Meanwhile, Mereoleona confronts Princia Funnybunny, a feared warrior with a combat strength of 1,000 soldiers. It's said that no matter how bad the fight might have looked, Princia always comes out on top. Mereoleona faces her head-on, which blows away Princia's Legion magic. With her powerful fire magic, Princia appears unscathed from the attack, forcing her to melee. Princia quickly notices that Mereoleona continues to increase in power, to which she explains that she has people to protect and that she can't afford to lose. Worried that she may fail in a fistfight, Princia decides to use her full powers in their fight. The Black Bulls outnumber Edward, but even their numbers stand no chance against his superior magic. They struggled to make a clean hit as he fought back with Ice Wedge magic. Tired of the senseless struggling, Edward uses Mana Zone to lower the environment's temperature far below freezing, making them unable to move freely. Edward then quickly summons an ice giant to attack them. During the battle, Noelle realizes that her magic returned, so she quickly summoned her Valkyrie armor. Gauche then uses his mirror magic to create mirror clones of Noelle and attack the ice giant simultaneously. With the help of the other Black Bull members, Noelle delivers the finishing blow. Still, instead of defeating Edward, she extends her hand, claiming that the better decision is to work together. Asta heads straight for Conrad, who has already channeled the Imperial Sword into the singular point of the Mana Vein, which is atop the Demon Skull of Hage Village. Where Yuno and Asta are from, magic pulses throughout the land, shattering the ground and creating crevices. Conrad asks Asta to stand down and align with him, but he refuses. As he looks at a pendant, Conrad is reminded of why he's doing what he feels is right. He continues to attack Asta with a myriad of magic he stole, giving him no time to retaliate. Realizing that he couldn't convince Asta to join him, Conrad decides to use the gargantuan compound magic, which not even Asta's anti-magic could handle. Asta doesn't stand a chance against him, and his black form is about to run out. Out of nowhere, the demon Libby inside Asta decides to give complete control to him of his powers, to which he quickly blasts him away with the Imperial Sword. Everyone thought it was over as the former Wizard Kings were defeated and slowly disappeared. Conrad refuses to give in and casts the forbidden magic Doomsgate in exchange for his life. This magic summons a massive meteor that will surely destroy Earth. Asta's determination to never give up gives birth to a miracle when everyone feels hopeless. Julius shows up and offers Asta the Imperial Sword, to which he quickly realizes everyone's magic poured into it. Asta goes black form again, heads out to outer space, and uses both swords to shatter the meteor to dust. As Conrad lies there realizing his mistakes, the former Wizard Kings he resurrected appear before him to comfort him before they all disappear without a trace. Before he vanished, Conrad finally realized that Asta had inherited his dream and wished him to become a Wizard King like none before him. In a post-credit scene, Asta thinks about what drives Conrad to do what he did when Yuno suddenly shows up. Yuno suggests he forget about him and walks away, but not before declaring that he will have to work at it when he becomes the Wizard King. Asta objects and challenges him to a battle after it was rudely interrupted at the Triumph. The end. Thank you so much for watching. Please check out these other videos and make sure to subscribe and tap that bell to be notified about our latest videos. We'll see you next time.